Let's roll.
Is it alright?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't even know what we were talking about.
Jesus.
Jesus
We
Heist.
never know what we're talking about. I love
Jesus
Perry's like,
Heist.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Jesus Heist.
Jesus Heist. Oh my god, I got the lyrics up here. Surprised I was able to find them, you know?
I know. Is that us right now?
Yeah.
Right now? Are we right here right now?
We're right there, right then.
When is now? Just then. When's then? Just then.
Goof.
Perfect. Exactly.
Hello. Is this thing on?
I know, probably said that.
Okay. This messenger thing doesn't work unless I.
It doesn't work until someone's left it on, and then it's like, boom, it's there.
Yeah.
It's Miss Ashley. Hello, Miss Ashley.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Belly kind of hurts.
Does it? Yeah. Is it because I just said that song just like
Yeah. No, it's just because it's my belly.
Oh, no, I know why.
Yeah.
It's that time of the month. That
Yeah.
sucks.
I'm on the rag.
Well, aren't you? Aren't you on the cup?
The cup's with me. The cup and I right now? Like this.
Are you cupping it?
It's cupping me.
Oh my gosh. So I did.
Oh no.
I did. Shannon said something that was so funny, made me laugh so hard. I didn't want to say this to you, but
I wonder if they can hear him. Actually, can you hear him licking?
That was me. It's your cup. As you know, Shannon's taller than I am.
Yeah.
So
Most people are.
Yes, I am very short. Yes, I established that.
You're still taller than me, though.
Yeah, I am short. But she came up to me and said something that I nearly peed my pants.
Oh my god!
And very rarely does she make me laugh, and I don't make her laugh at all.
Right,
but
never. Not even once.
Well, yeah.
She negative laughed. She unlaughed.
When she made me laugh, she's like, I saw a TikTok or whatever saying that when you're the small person and you are the big spoon, I said, okay, but you're the small person. I said, yeah. To the big person, it's like wearing a backpack.
Backpack.
I was like, okay, that's funny. She's like, it kind of is. And I was like,
oh my god. I'm gonna ask Kelsey.
Yeah, ask Kelsey when she becomes the small spoon and you become the big spoon. Does it feel like you're her backpack?
Wearing a backpack. Yeah, I'll ask her.
So in her dream, she's thinking she's running around with boots.
Oh, I also have something that we need to test on the podcast, but it's gonna have to be next week because I have 0 things for this thing. I'm not gonna tell you what it is.
I know, beautiful.
Because I'm sure you already know.
I don't.
No, I'm sure you've had it before.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Sims. Are you kidding?
You gotta come back to me because I don't know the full story at the moment.
Oh.
Then you gotta sing the Dora the Explorer theme song. Like, perfect.
Yes.
How was your week?
It was good. I survived. I did my birthday curses. I got through it.
The map has a new theme song though.
No, that's what comes out of the backpack, isn't it?
Right.
We're like, what do we need for our adventure?
There's no map. You don't need a map. I know where I'm going.
Oh. Downtown. No, I had my birthday. I don't know, and I say this to everyone. No one ever believes me, but I have a birthday curse. Every time my birthday, everything bad happens. I don't know, but I will say for the best day of my life every year, it's Friday the 13th. Every Friday the 13th, I find money on the ground. Everything goes good, and that's why my birthday is a disaster.
Well,
I trade A for B. Yeah, I trade A for B.
They can't never be good.
I don't know. I think I like that. I always say I get the birthday curse is because it's your birthday, so like you expect great things to happen or good things to happen, And then when bad things happen,
My birthday's always shit, so I don't
I
really
feel
care.
like it's always like I expect it. And then on Friday 13th, I always have the attitude like, oh, a house is gonna fall on me. And then I find money and I go, oh hey. Like anything good becomes
Mhm.
over exaggerated, just like when anything goes bad on your birthday, it's over exaggerated. That's how
Yeah.
I feel. So I just say, fine, I'll take it. I found over $500 one time of cash just wrapped up with a paperclip
Damn.
on Friday the 13th. I was like, I literally stood there and looked around, and there was like nobody next to me. And I went, okay, it was just cash with a paper. Like, there's no name, and I have a rule: you drop that, and there's no one around. That's mine, because it's not gonna be
Yeah.
like, what did the cash look like?
Yeah.
Because it was just a regular paperclip, so there's no
Yeah.
way like you're gonna sit there and say silver.
Somebody's day just got ruined, but that's their fault. And it's Friday the 13th, so
Yeah, it's like I said. I think it's a mental thing, but it's
yeah.
just a thing, and yeah, it just seems like everything I want or I do on that day, bad things happen. Uh, and of course, there have to be like major thing that goes on that I just really like, just want to cry
Mm.
because things got worse for me with my game, and I was like,
Oh no. You need to put this game away.
no, I'm not like my game system.
Oh.
I
You
was
need to
like,
put the system away. Put it out of its misery.
no, we found some stuff online I got to do, but still, I was like, why is it now? Why can't it just happen next weekend? It's just the way it
That's
goes.
how it is.
Bad. It's just bad things. I got through it. I'm still alive, I guess.
I had so many stories I was gonna tell you.
Like I don't feel like telling any of them.
Um, I do remember the Sims one though.
Okay, good.
So, like when you're watching a show and like the ads pop up?
Like on Hulu or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know how sometimes it's like you can pick whatever one you want?
Oh yeah, I'm really starting to hate.
What is the fucking point, first of all? Just
I
play the fucking ad.
well, I kind of get it because it's like we have 3 of these, and I don't know if you've seen all 3 of them, and we don't
I've been
want to
watching
keep
the same
showing.
fucking show. You show me every single one. Now, why am I picking which
Right?
one?
Yeah. It's kind of like that. It is like that. Like if you watch a lot of it, then you've seen all 3 anyway. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't care.
Is it just a way for Hulu to be like, oh, you're still watching?
No, I also think it's a way because it's like you ever notice the commercial time will say, I'm just saying, 36 minutes. I'll just say, or 40 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just, for example, because I know it all varies because sometimes it's 2 minutes or, but let's say it's 30 seconds, right? That timer will give you 30 seconds, but that timer never starts. So
Yeah.
the 30 seconds of commercial time doesn't happen until you figure out what you want
Right.
of this 20 seconds of picking something. I'm like, I don't care. Just make that number go lower. Can I get back to the show?
Right. Or if you're gonna tack on that time, then may as well just play me a different ad.
Right.
Play me all 3 of them. I don't fucking care.
I know.
Okay. So you don't drink my water. Get out of here.
I won't let you.
So the Sims popped up, and it played a
commercial break would be brutal. Yeah. Well, I meant seconds. Yeah. A minute. Sorry. Thank you, teacher.
God. Is that the paid program?
Oh no, we got to fight over this. Not you and I, but Shannon and I got to fight because on Hulu it'll say the movie's an hour and a half, and she goes, "Well, it's an hour and a half plus the commercials." And I said, "Yes," and she goes, "Oh, okay." And then we realized when I said yes, she was thinking plus the commercials, like the hour and a half was including the commercials, and I was thinking plus the commercials. She said plus. Right, but she was looking at like it was part of the hour and something minutes. Yeah. Perfect, buddy. And I was like, no. And then when we were talking, she's like, this went a lot longer than I thought. I was like, no, it went on exactly what. Do you take after your mother? Holy God, no. What the fuck? God. Head on the way down, head on the way over, head on the way. And we had a horrible fight. We actually had to Google it and then find out the commercials.
Why don't you just time it?
Well, we could have done that, but God forgive. We already had watched the movie, and she's like, and I said, this should have been over, like, I think it was like 20 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago. And she's like, no, I'm like, what are you doing?
You're being a menace.
You know what I love is You are such a good boy. As soon as this camera goes on, look at me.
I'm the star.
No, you already went outside.
Yeah, you just went.
Yes, I peed for you. Remember? We had some neighbors look at us.
Cross streams.
Okay.
So it was like one of those, but it plays music in the background.
Yeah.
And I recognize the song because I've heard it before, but I've never like paid attention to it. So Kelsey the other day was like, "Okay, do you know anything about The Sims?" First of all,
yes, I do. I know a little more than I should know about The Sims.
Okay,
I've never played.
You know how
it.
they don't talk,
right?
They
now,
have,
I've never played it, but I do know they don't talk. Okay. Well, let's just go because I have a whole lot of problems with The Sims because I have a problem playing a video game that I have to go to work to and then go to bed again. Like I have a problem living
it's a
life.
Simulation of a life. That's why it's like that.
Like I know, but like I already have enough stress at like
so
my life. I don't.
I like the game so I can play build different houses. That's what I like.
Well, that's not. That makes sense. That does make sense. But the fact that you have to go to work,
you have to pick the squeaky one. Kidding me right now? It's got to be a Benabone around here. No, of course not. Anyways, so they play this ad,
right?
And I'm just like, looking. Like I think I was looking at my phone, honestly. Because during the commercials, it's like I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
I've watched this ad 500 times.
Progressive. You're like, oh.
So the song was playing, and Kelsey was like, I like that they changed the words to be like Sims, and they speak like the Sims.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Katy
I've
Perry
never realized
did that.
Did what?
Made us, like, changed her lyrics. She sang gibberish to one of her songs so it could be on The Sims.
Oh, really? Well, this one, like, I recognize the tune, and I don't know the words to the tune. Because I've only heard the song, like, in passing. It's not a song I would put on.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. It did change the words to, like, the Sims.
Right, which is gibberish.
And it was like, yeah, it was hilarious. Because it's like, shoo up, bop, boo, ba, bee, boo, ba, boo, boo. I'm going to see if I can find it.
Perfect. Can we even play that?
What is it? Commercial song?
The Sims commercial song.
Might be Bong.
You know Bong?
I know the Bong, yes.
This place is not afraid of the
Can
Bong.
we just play the song?
I don't know. Oh God.
Oh.
This is.
Okay, hold on. Wait, we
need steps here.
We're gonna pause this one. I mean, mute this one.
Okay.
Skip this ad. Turn this on.
Okay. Is this the song?
No.
It's an abort mission. Perfect. I know the song. I have no idea what the song is. Perfect. How do you not know that one? We all know that one.
No. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. I'll keep working on it, but you talk.
What's wrong? He's like, I don't like you. I like you. Oh, no, I'll sleep next to me. Look at this one over here. Sitting next to me. I don't even like him. I can't stand when we're sitting there watching, like, so we're watching, I know what it is. We're watching a show and a commercial comes on. So this is like the new thing. They'll play like a 5-minute effing commercial, like forever. And so I do exactly what you do. You go on your phone because you instantly go like, okay, this is going to be too long. And I look down, right? And I'll look up something and then the show will come on and I'll be like, okay, put on. Okay, you put down your phone. Like, oh, I'll look this later. Literally the next commercial comes on. You're like, yes, I want to finish this. And it'll be like a second commercial. Like, we're back to the show. You're like, no. You're like, no, what are you doing? And she's like, are you always on your phone? No, it was supposed to be a commercial break. I thought it was going to be like a 5-minute one.
I'm gonna have to.
I feel like that, and I always go, oh, I didn't know this actor was on this show. Where do I know this actor? And then I'm Googling.
I did that the other day because the guy in it was from something I recognized, but I thought he was in something else, and
Yeah.
he wasn't. And I was like, well, where do I know him from?
I know, but there are some actors that really look like other actors,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh wait a minute, this looks like who? No, it doesn't. And then also you see this picture, he's like, yeah, this does look like him, but it's not him. Screw it. And then you spend like 20
I'm
minutes.
tired of this bullshit.
Like you spend
Quit
20,
acting if you look alike.
like 20 minutes watching it, and then I get Shannon go, have you even watched this yet? I was like, no, because I was trying to figure out who this guy was to find out that it's this guy, not this guy.
Yeah.
And this guy did the movie that I thought did because I looked him
You're in
up
the rabbit hole.
and I went down like his movie listing, and then I was like, you weren't in that movie? I remember you in Hercules. And then you go to Hercules, oh, you're this guy. And you're like, yeah, screw off.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I hate.
go ahead.
You know what they
This
need
is a
to
I
actually
hate
do?
show. This is a I hate show.
You know what they need to do? When
What?
you look up what fucking movie they are in, they need to put the character
or
when
the
they write
picture,
that.
like the picture, like yes, like something.
Because if you can find if I know the name, so I don't have to click on, oh, yep, this is the movie. Go to the cast. Who'd you play? Then you gotta scroll down to see who the fuck you want.
Yes. Yeah, I know
Just
exactly.
give it to me in the beginning.
Or they'll do the classic. His name was Harry. You're like, who's Harry?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, can you? Is there a picture of him? And then you click onto him and you see the picture of the actor.
Yeah.
But you won't see the picture of him in that role. And you go, oh, he's that guy he was his best friend. I remember who it is. Or I don't recognize him because he wore a red wig or something. You know, like, oh, he dyed his hair. Like, they won't show you that. They just say Harry. You click onto him and there's a picture of him with his girl, his wife or his girlfriend. Like, hey, and you're like, no, that's not what I wanted to say.
I 100% agree.
I hate that. And then you have
Stop
to
making me do the dirty work. Just fucking do it for me.
That's
what is the point of looking shit up?
That's the rabbit hole. And then you go, who was blah 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 in this movie?
Oh shit, this guy was in there too. Then it's always like, oh, I forgot this guy was in there.
Okay.
Because you have to look at the cast because it didn't give you the fucking character in the beginning.
Rabbit hole. So I don't know if you remember the show.
This is gonna be so like
this is
choppy.
In 2011, I got hooked on a show called Grimm, and I loved the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched for all 6 seasons. It was over. It's 1,000 years later. I know it's not, but it's years later. And I keep telling Shannon, I think you like this show. And she goes, I don't like monsters. I don't like things. I was like, well, it's more than that. So, and she's like, yeah. And then we watched SOA. And she's like, I don't like bikers. But then she was like, oh, it's nothing about bikers. This is so good. And I was like, okay, you want to try Grimm now? Like So she started to watch Grimm, right? And one of the actresses in Grimm was in Superman and Lois that she got into. I got into too. So I go, oh, this is the girl. I said, yeah, I knew she was in it. I kept saying, this is the girl from Grimm. This is the girl from Grimm. So we're sitting there, and I looked up something because I can't remember. He went to his own show. You know how it goes. They go off because the show got canceled / shut off, and they go to their own show. So I was like, well, I wonder what he's doing. So I go down this rabbit hole to find out they're married.
Oh.
And I'm like going down the rabbit hole, and I'm going, why are they having so many pictures together? Like, because you know how you click on it, there's like 30 pictures. I'm like, why are there so many pictures? Because I'm not reading what his spouse is. Because, you're not going through the...
No, because you don't care about that.
You're just trying to find out what show he's in now.
Yeah.
She goes, what show he's in? I'm like, I don't know. He does like an Us. He does like a drama, like an Us or They, or I don't know. He does like a serious drama.
Who's the person's name?
Oh, I don't remember. He's the lead of Grimm.
Okay. One M?
2, I think. Yeah, American TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So that's him. And so I'm like going through stuff, and I'm not thinking. I was like,
oh, This Is Us. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think it. Yeah,
I didn't look at it yet.
Oh, but it's something like that, like a name of something.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, he's in like a drama. He's in a drama.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, I don't know him. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, why would you? Because I don't think that's the type of show you would watch. Mm-hmm. And she goes, well, I know her. She's in Superman. I was like, just because she did something doesn't mean he's going to do the same thing. Like, she got into Superman and Lois doesn't mean that he's like, can I be Superman? I was like,
right. He doesn't say anything about
no drama. I
I
thought she
mean,
did.
it's definitely a drama, but
I thought he did like a super drama on TV. No, let's
uh,
see here. Go up. I know. I love. This is like the best in the world. No, I guess he didn't. I thought he did. I thought he was
was
like
it that
in.
guy or was it another guy?
No, it's the same guy. I could
A
have sworn.
Million Little Things. Is that
Maybe
you
that
mean?
was it. Maybe that was it. It was
But
something.
why isn't that part of this thing?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Is that
Give me all of them.
they don't. They don't. They don't
That's
give you.
so annoying.
It's so annoying. Or if he's like the third option in a thing, he'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, he was in it, but he wasn't in it." You're like, "Yeah, he was. He was just not the main star. He was
Right.
like the third
Right.
guy."
Tell me what his character was.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like, yeah, but or he wasn't that important, or he's at the bottom. That's the other one I hate. You ever see
Mm.
someone that was in Law and Order, but he's like in the very first Law and Order? So you have to like stroll down, and but he's there, but it won't tell you when you're like, yeah, I know he was there, but where was he? Like, who was
Yeah.
the other guy? Yeah, well, that was in '89. You're
That
like,
was
what?
an
And
89.
her name's Bitsy, by the way. I thought it was somebody else too.
I feel like I know her from something too.
Superman Lois.
Never seen it. But I've never seen any of this stuff.
Oh my gosh, she's so, and
Maybe I
then
just know her picture.
they're so freaking young. And I was like, holy cow. It was so funny. I was like, because you know, when, I don't know, when I watch old movies of things like that, I never realize how young someone is.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you see them like years later and you're like, oh yeah,
Oh
she looks so
shit!
good. And then
Yeah.
when I see her now, not that she looks bad, but it's like, oh wow, she was just a baby.
Yeah.
But at 2011, I didn't feel like she was a baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was so weird. I feel sometimes so weird. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. So in Grimm,
Yep.
there's an actor. We were just
Just
talking about.
one.
No, there's an actor that plays his friend. We were just talking about this, right? And he goes, I go, oh. And so I'm strolling down because I haven't seen this guy in a long time. I wonder if he still acts. And there's a lot of shows he's in.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I don't know if he's like a main star. I think he's more like a guest. Like, you know, when like Law and Order, you're the bad guy for the episode,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you considered being in Law and Order. And then I clicked onto it and it said, oh, blah, blah, blah. He met his husband. And I was like, oh, he's gay. I didn't. And Shannon goes, he doesn't look gay. And I was like, what does that mean, look gay? I was like, and she goes, I said, I can never watch a movie. I can't do anything. I really can't do anything that makes me go, are you gay? Like, unless,
Mm-hmm.
because I just don't think of it.
Yeah.
I even did the whole, because the guy who wrote Grimm, like produced it, was Sean Hayes that played the gay guy.
Jack.
Hey, Jack. And he goes, and she goes, oh, I bet you he's not gay. And I'm like, I don't even know. Well, he played a gay. I'm like, so just because he played a gay guy, I'm like, Neil played a straight guy and he did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I never think of that stuff. I don't know. I must be weird.
Every once in a while, I'm like, "Are you actually gay?"
Yeah,
like, just like a
like
you know,
a moment of like,
like I remember like there was a show. I don't remember what the show was, but I remember like two of the people were
I think we're talking about the same show.
no,
Okay.
I mean I have no idea what show, but it was
Something
like
in Grace, Will and Grace.
I've never seen that.
Okay, because that was about two gay guys and a straight girl.
Oh no, this one was like they were straight for a while and then they like became gay in the show. Like, oh, I wonder if like
Yeah,
if they are in real life or if they were just like
yeah.
that's part of the acting.
I always go with their actors.
Yeah, no, I
Like,
get that.
no,
Yeah.
but I can't tell you. She goes, I wouldn't think he was gay. I was like, but he's not doing anything to make you think he's straight either.
Yeah.
Like, he's a monster. Like, he's playing a guy. He's a monster. That he's a clock fixer. Like, he's not screaming out straight or gay. Like, he's just a normal guy.
Right. There are some people that are like,
Oh yeah, I I don't know what it is, and I know, and someone's going to say because you're an old Generation X type of person, but
you
I have
always
to
say
say
that, but nobody comments.
Oh yeah, because I feel like when I talk to a group of people
Yeah.
or younger people, they'll throw me on. They actually call me a boomer all the time, and I'm like,
Well,
no,
I've never once called you that.
no,
so
you haven't.
This is a safe
But I
space.
always just think to myself, as I get older, the more flamboyant ones are like, are you flamboyant because you want to be flamboyant, or you just want to be like you want the attention?
Mm-hmm.
because I've known plenty of gay people. Now I'm not saying you can't be fun because I've had really down to earth gay guys have moments of flamboyantness, and
Mhm.
you just kind of go, "That's that moment," you
Yeah.
know. Um, and then there's moments where I go because I had a friend who had like the belly button ring, and and I didn't care, and and then he went from being kind of like low class, not low class, like low key
Mhm.
to walking on his toes to like really embracing it to being now low key again and being like,
Mhm.
yeah, I guess I was just a phase. I was just over selling it. And it was like, why did you need to sell it? I liked you who you were. Just because you walked and talked that way didn't me go, oh, you're cooler.
Yeah.
Or you didn't make me say, I knew you were gay. And that's like, just be you.
I wonder if part of it's too is like when they finally like accept who they are and like can like not be themselves but
Right,
like
right,
express
right. Because I feel like there's certain
in certain
people,
ways. I don't know.
I feel
And then
like,
they just take a like that one step further.
great example. I'm not that I'm throwing him on the bus because I love him. Like I always felt when Brian was younger, he was way more flamboyant than he is now. Doesn't mean he doesn't wear nails. Doesn't mean he doesn't do his thing. But I feel like it's not throwing it out. It's like I'm me. I'm happy to be me, which
Mhm.
I love that about him. Like I feel like he's so comfortable with himself that it became like it's just him now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he needs to. I don't want to say the word act. What would you say? Like showboated or
Yeah.
do you feel that way or is it me?
He's definitely calmed down, but
Not that I cared if he came down or
if he
did.
came at all, yeah.
Oh, I always care about that. We all do. I look out for my friends.
Yeah.
No, but he got married and it was like
Yeah.
his lifestyle changed and he changed.
I also wonder because it's a
Oh, he's
lot
gay.
harder. Yeah. I wonder if he is. I think it's just a joke. He's never actually come out to me. I wonder. So like a girl and girl think that's hot, right?
Right.
And like sometimes like straight girls can like do different things, you know.
Right, 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 right.
But like for a man to like do that with another man, gay. Like it's like
Right.
a negative thing, you know.
Well, yeah,
So I wonder if that is like just them being like signaling to other men like I'm gay, you
like
know?
peacock, like a peacocking, like look at me,
Yeah,
I'm gay.
yeah. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, I know.
Because it's a lot harder to like. I
I
would
think things are
assume it'd be
different.
yeah
I feel like the world's
different
different.
standard.
See,
Yeah.
in my day, acting like that, unless you were joking, could get bad rap for
Right.
you. Like you
Right.
could really, and I never cared, and I was around enough gay
Yeah. You just beat
men.
anyone else.
Just we know so far from the truth. So far from the
Just
truth.
wanted to see your reaction.
I spent my life like in fifth grade in a garbage can or in the urinal, like so far from it.
It's still
I
there.
never thought of like they were maybe because I made them feel comfortable. They always felt comfortable with me, and I
Yeah.
would always go, but I always would say, "That's great. It's not for me."
Yeah.
Like, and that wasn't rude. It would just be like, "That's great. I will love you to the end of the day," but that's that doesn't do
Hmm.
anything. But I never. I've had very manly gay men around me, and I've had really girly gay men around me.
Hmm.
Like I've had legit girly men, which
What am I?
I'm gonna be honest
Depends on
with
the
you.
moment.
No, no, I've been really honest with you. If you just, if you weren't talking so much to me and just walked around, I would never think you would be gay because you don't have anything that says you're gay. I think it's because you're
I'm not advertising.
you're not, but you're not. It's just so weird because I always have a hard time, and maybe because of my generation, I feel like this is a new thing in my life. Is my
Hmm.
generation, but I don't feel like you have a label on you. You love Kelsey.
Yeah.
I never hear you say, "Oh, when I like." Oh, I always ask all my gay friends, "When do you know you are gay?"
Hmm.
Because it's always curious. When did you find out, or when did you know? And I remember Brian saying, "Oh, I knew right away. I did this or that or this or this. I knew at this point I was gay."
Hmm.
And when I asked you, it was like it's always like I met Kelsey. It's never, oh, before then, oh man, I used to check out these girls' butts, or like it was never nothing.
Yeah.
I never hear, or I used to like, I had a crush on Justin Bieber. I used to like, so it's never like, oh, I'm gay, gay, gay. It always feels like with you, it's like I met her and she changed my life. So I always say, and this is not trying to change who you are, but I always stop and say, take out Kelsey. Now change Kelsey's gender and put Kelsey in the same spot. And in my brain, I always feel like you go, I would fall in
Kelsey.
love with Kelsey.
Hmm.
And then I tell Kelsey out. And if I made Kelsey a gay woman, because I find her, she's just more mannish. Not
Hmm.
that she is
Yeah.
identifies, but she dresses more
Yeah.
boyish, has nice short hair. If I put a girl, you'd fall in love with Kelsey. If I feel like whatever I would have made Kelsey, the
I draw the
stars.
line at dogs.
No, no, no.
Woof.
No, I always just feel like whatever Kelsey did, and I don't mean it that way.
Hmm.
Like I mean it like whatever, however she entered your life. It was a him, her, they, it, turtle, whatever the f it is. Don't laugh. There's a senator right
I
now
know, I know, I know.
identified as a turtle. Like whatever it was, you would have said, "Okay, I'll grab your hand and go for this ride."
Hmm.
Because I never hear every else story, gay story. Like my one of my closest friends was like, I knew I was gay, but I wasn't sure, so I kept dating girls. And then eventually, like that's in my day, I had a lot of those stories.
Hmm.
I have like 4 or 5 friends who say I didn't want to be gay.
Hmm.
And I always think to myself, that's because our society wasn't as open. And
Hmm.
so they didn't, and then woke up one day and said, I'm gay.
Hmm.
I have a very strong gay friend. I tell him all the time, you're bi. Because he dated girls and he's like, that wasn't that bad. Like, he doesn't, but he likes everything. Like, he's
Hmm.
just one of those guys that just likes, and I just like, you're just there, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I love you, but you're just there.
Yeah.
You're like a giant man whore. Whatever's giving it to you, you're gonna grab. But he does like more men than he does like women. But
Hmm.
and I go, oh, like well, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. I guess for me, like, I've always looked at both men and women the same, but I never like crushed hard on a girl before Kelsey, I guess. And I don't know, like I fall in love with the person. I don't fall in love with.
All right. No, I always like go. I always think to myself, I'm a straight guy, but I've loved people strong enough.
Hmm.
Like there are certain men in my life that I think brothers. I think, and they go, oh, that's brotherly love. No, no, but yeah, but there are some people that are just have a special place in my heart that I just if something really bad happened, I don't know if
Then you would sleep with my dad. I get it. I get it.
I would.
As long as you're you're the top. No, you're the bottom. You're the bottom.
I'm still traumatized from the pool. I got from this podcast.
So what's the difference?
I've got like the pool. I got the eating the Joey,
Eating Joey.
The cow.
Oh yeah.
Like I have a lot of like unpacking trauma from this.
We're here for that. This is your therapy.
I don't know. I know
This is tricky. I actually am a psychologist.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I've never been like I always say they go, oh, can you believe that guy?
Niles is the backpack.
Before or after he shaved his back?
Yes. He just shaves around you. Gross.
Can I face out?
laugh like that?
I just pictured me and your dad like holding onto his man boobs, going, "Please, bro, don't drop me." Because I've known your dad for so long, it's funny. Like, I'm like, oh Jesus.
He would just throw you around too.
So what were you gonna say?
I don't know. No idea. What were we talking about?
So, I don't know. Ashley had to throw in the whole backpack and just ruin the whole thing for us. You can't. You can't, Ashley. That's so funny. I'm so good.
Are you shorter than Dad? Or are you about the same?
I say about the same, or
No, sorry, I
he's a
didn't
little
say. Are you
taller.
taller?
A little bit. I might be a little shorter than him. I
How
feel
tall
like
are
we're
you?
not that far apart though.
How tall are you?
I'm 5. Actually,
You
to be
sure?
honest, I'm like 5'5" and a something. So I say 5'6" because I'm over 5'5". So I just, but I'm
You're a man.
either
You're
way,
overconfident.
whatever. 5'5", 5'6". I'm roughly in the same. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually in between because someone measured me. I was like, I'm in between. I'm like, what does that mean? They're like, well, technically you're in between. I'm like, so you're taller than 5'5". I'm like, oh yeah, it makes it a whole lot better.
You were talking about loving men.
Yeah. Like I always gotta be honest with you. I I hate gay men for the fact that I go, how can I hate the fact that they can come in a different way and I can't have that. Like I would love to be bi. I love to have like any way that get me there and it got me there, that'd be amazing. It's the fact that I don't like it that I can't get there. And it's like, oh, it's like you're missing something.
Yeah.
It's like I hate fish, but yet everyone around you going, "Oh, this is so good," and then you touch it. It's like,
Well, that's usually for a gay man, but
it's like that one thing. It's like that.
yeah.
It's like you want to like it, but you know you don't like it, but everyone else is enjoying it, and you're like, and then I don't know if you have that because you're not like really like that, but like for me, it's fish. Like my Shannon's mother, like my dad, my mom, like everyone loves fish. Every woman I've been with have loved fish. And they eat it and they're like, oh, put tartar sauce, do this, do that. No, every
I can't
time.
get past the smell.
My problem, well, once you do, you got it licked.
Yeah.
And I've always said that.
Always.
And
Never not. You know.
yes. So
Don't know.
so
Fish.
but I keep trying because you know how they say every 7 years your taste bud change. So I go, okay, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna try it.
So maybe we should try to get fucked again.
I probably should, but I still don't.
You never know.
If I can't do it for myself, I can't imagine somebody else want to do it. Like if you ain't getting like if
Have you tried it by yourself?
washing, you go, hey, I'll try it. Whoop, nope. Like instantly, I'm like, I'm big. I'm like, wow, I'm huge, easy, wow. I see.
You have to relax.
You remember the bunging Jesus? That'd be me. Take the wheel, bro. Take the wheel.
Oh my god.
No, I always just think to myself, like they go, oh, but that makes you get. Well, how does something that makes you feel good be a bad thing?
So here's my thing.
Okay.
You always say like you'll try anything or you'll do
Have
anything.
I tried the gay thing? I have tried the gay thing.
No, I know that. Have you? No.
No, not dating.
Stop it! Let me get my thought out because it's gonna disappear. So you're always saying that you'll do anything. That's nice of you over there.
Exactly what I want to be right now.
Remind me to tell you a story later.
After podcast?
After.
Okay.
It's not for now. It's not for now.
She's like, why am I listening to this?
The thought is leaving.
No, it's about you're gonna ask me a question about me being like.
Okay, so you're willing to try anything if it gets the other person off, right?
Right.
What if Shannon's like pegging you will really get me there.
I know. I can't. As much as I like to,
Mm-hmm.
because I've had some experiences where they've tried, and at first I wasn't prepared for it. I was like, "Hello, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh, that doesn't turn you on?" I'm like, at first I wasn't prepared, so I was very like,
Mm-hmm.
squirrel, like,
Yeah.
holy cow. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'll, like, oh yeah, I'm cool. You know me. Oh, I'm cool. I'll so try this. But
Mm-hmm.
have you ever done this?" And then right away, I'm like, "No." Even though like I kind of had, but I didn't want to kind of ruin the moment. And it was like I was like, "No, no, no, no. This is not no."
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't strapping anything on or anything. It was like just regular, and I was just like, "No, this is not getting me where I want to be."
Yeah.
And the worst thing is when everything starts shutting off and you're in the highlight of moments, the last thing you want is to be turtling it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm done. And you're like, no, 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 don't be done, don't be done.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Because that ruins a moment real fast. It was like, okay, that and nipple twisted or nipple pinching. Oh my gosh. I dated a girl who thought it was the hottest thing to grab my nipples. And like, the more she was like, is this turning you on? I'm like, does it feel like I am? Because right now, like, the other parts of my body is going into my body.
I don't mind a little, but do not try and rip my nipple off.
Oh no, she was hardcore on it. She was like, she thought, but she liked it.
So if you did it to her, she'd be.
So I was
Yeah.
being a little more aggressive to her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you want some of this?" And I was like,
Nope.
"No, you asked me to do this."
Mhm.
That's good. And the more she's like, "You like this?" I'm like, and I remember thinking to myself, every dirty fantasy I could think of to keep myself in the game because I was like, "This hurts. This does not feel
Mhm.
good. This is," and that's the worst is when something's hurting because that's. I mean,
Yep.
I know women can really close up and be done, but I was really like, "Ooh," and I'm like, no, 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 bro, no,
Yeah.
no, no, like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I kept being like, and she's like, "Are you almost?" I'm like,
It's a
I
lot harder for
actually,
you
to be
conceal
honest
it.
with you, I faked
Yeah.
finishing.
Yeah.
I faked finishing. I was like, oh, and I totally acted. And I was like, this is the worst act job. She's gonna call me out. And she's like, oh, I got you there. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was
You
like,
got me somewhere.
It was like, and I
Not
actually
here.
had like red marks on me, and it hurt like 2 days later. And it was like, and I was like, I think you got too aggressive. I really didn't like that. And she's like, oh, I loved it. It got me there and beyond. And I'm like, yeah, okay. I don't know if I will be coming over anymore. I don't know if I can handle
So it was so nice to do this one time.
And it was like,
You got me there.
yeah, you got me back to Rhode Island.
Yeah. You have my nipple still, so that's why
And I
I
was
came
just
back.
like, oh, look at, I'm always that guy who's like, I don't want to say no. I always want to try because what's the worst to try?
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I wish I didn't try. And it's like, I don't like that at all. I'm not into, and I seem to always get, well, Shannon's not that person, but I always seem to meet somewhere in my life that one, oh my God, that one, smack me. Smack me. Well, do you want me to hit your butt? No, no, no. Smack me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where? And of course now, I'm like, and of course I'm that guy. Wait, where do you want me? Like, you never talk before you get in the bedroom. Like,
Right.
I feel like
That
that
kills
should
the
be a rule.
Who are you barking at?
Oh, they're doing the eye contact.
Hey,
Um,
Kirby, come here.
and I was always like, we never talk about it. We never like, hey, are you into this? No, you'll always find out when you're in the middle of it. And it's
Mhm.
like, and she's like, smack me, and I'm like, okay, I just need to know where. She's like, smack me, like I want dirty, and I was like, so I mean, I did. I went like this. I went like to her face, but I went like that, and
Mhm.
she's like, right at this mid sexy time. Are you fucking kidding me? Like we went from like all like to like, are you kidding me?
That's all you
That's
got.
what you got? And I was like, oh, like is that what you wanted? She's like, yeah. She's like, but not like that, man. I was like, is that gonna get you there? She's like, yeah. Oh God.
Fuck you,
Yeah.
Sue, bitch.
No, I came out like baseball throw in hand.
Oh
I
my
smacked her
God.
so hard. I heard her sister in the other room go, "That's the way she likes it."
God damn.
I was like, my hand stung for like an hour.
Is that the one that you broke the bed?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was like, and when the sister ever yelled, "That's the way she likes it," I was like, "Oh, we have an audience?" And she's like, and now,
Well.
yeah. I was like, oh. And she's like, "Oh, you got done, didn't you?" And I was like, yeah. I was like, sorry. She's like, "No, it was hot for me too." And I was like, even though I can handle doing that, then if someone smacked me in the mouth, I'd be like,
So don't hit me.
I've been crying.
Don't hit
Like,
me.
someone hit me that hard in bed, I would have been like, what did I do?
Right.
I would be in the fetus
like,
position in the corner of the bedroom going, "I'm trying my best."
a little like a booty smack. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. And
Don't
I've
smack
had
me
a
in the
few
face.
that
There's
wanted
nothing.
like a good smack. Like, come on, I want to see a handprint. You're like, okay, but it's your butt, so it's not the same. It's not the same.
Yeah.
But like when she's like, "My face," and I'm like, the sister killed me though. I was like, I was like, and she started laughing. She's like, and whenever, "That's the way she liked." I was like,
Awkward.
and I was like, she's like, "What was the big deal? Why is it a big deal?" I'm like, "Because I don't hit women unless I'm trying to fight for my life."
Unless I'm forced.
She's like, "But I'm telling you to," and I'm like, "But my brain don't think smacking you in the face. Like, my brain doesn't
I don't
say
smack
that.
anyone in the face.
I really don't, unless I'm trying to like live." You know?
Yeah. And I'm not trying to do that. So.
I remember being like, real awkward. And I feel like once you get to that awkward spot, it's hard to like get back. I feel like those are the no. Don't get me wrong. When you're with the person you love, we all do things that one of us would go, "Oh, you do that," and be like, "Yeah, mind your business. We all like it, and if she likes it, I like it. Do mind your business."
Yeah.
But it's when you're like,
yeah. Kelsey and I tried to have sex with Kirby in the room, and then
Oh,
Kirby
no,
like tried to get. Yeah, I was like, I don't think this is gonna work.
No, I did it with 2 dachshunds, and at some point, I always felt like a dachshund licking me. I'm like, okay, it's not.
Yeah,
especially when they're licking something. You're like, no, I don't know what you were touching, but I don't need a cold, wet nose in my ass. Out now, because they don't know, so they're like, "Oh, you're naked." But you know, no, past boundaries, because I have 2 little dogs, and what happens? I put them on the floor. And I had a low bed because I used to sleep in bed. But once the action started, they would jump back in bed. I'm like, and this is before I was serious with anybody. Like, so I was, not that I was like a giant whorehouse, but you know, you get like a girlfriend. Yeah, I was. But no, but you get a girlfriend and they come over and you spend, and they, you date them for a couple months. But like the first night you have like this dog, like, so a lot of times I would have to like, hey, you want to go to the bedroom? Hold on, I got to bring the dogs into the kitchen. Lock the kitchen and be like, okay. Because if I went to bed,
they just follow you.
They would follow, and you're like, no, guys, like this is the worst.
This is Daddy's time. No hot dog except for mine. This is a 1 wiener room.
Oh, we're doing doggy, but not with you guys.
Yeah. Do you ever think that, like, like when you catch your dog, like humping something else?
Yes.
Do you ever think
something else like that?
Okay.
You ever catch a dog masturbating and just like, you're not in the room and you're like, what the hell, bro? I'm right here. I'm right here.
Whoa. Some kind of wienering out. Thank you.
You're like, what the fuck, bro? I told you I put out. Wait, you really couldn't wait 5 more minutes? Yeah. I clearly know this about you. You're not doing anything to Kirby. The way you said it. She left. She was like, this is wrong. She's looking at Barnstone to get ideas. Sleeping in your bed tonight.
And like you tell them no, like to stop. And then like they watch you like, oh, but you can do it? You think they're thinking that?
No, because I don't think.
I don't think they think like that.
Yeah, well, first of all, they don't think
They
like
don't
that,
think.
but I think they have a moment. They do. I think that is a moment like, what are you guys? I think it's a what are you guys doing
Mhm.
moment because they don't have that moment. It's
Yeah.
I look at dogs like little kids. Like if a little kid walked in while you're having sex,
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times at a certain age, their brain doesn't say they're having sex.
Mhm.
They're doing something, but they're not having sex. Like
Yeah.
because they don't know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I always think like dogs think like, okay, something's happening here. This is real weird, but I don't know what's happening. And sometimes I feel like they're like for my two, I always felt like they wanted to be part of something because we were both having because you both make noise, you both
Yeah. Yeah.
sound excited, you're both like they think, okay, this is a fun activity.
Yeah.
We're playing.
Yeah.
When instead of
Oh, we're playing.
but yeah, but not playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think they get it. So they kind of have that awkward moment of like,
What do we do?
what are we doing?
What
like,
are the rules?
What? Yeah. Like, what am I supposed
Let me
to be
hop
doing?
in there.
Yeah, but what am I supposed to be doing? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, no, 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 no. And then they start licking your face. Like, I love you, mommy. I love you. Well, I don't know what's happening, but you're having fun, and this person's having fun, and I want to have fun. And it's like, yeah, this is not the right time.
Yeah.
Not that a small child would come in and lick your face, but a small child would
I
come
hope not.
in, but not understand it and just be
Yeah.
like, and that's usually what makes it awkward. And this is the part that I hate about our society right now is when we have like Shrek, old Shreks. It's made for an adult and made for a child. And the
Mhm.
object is the jokes are so high in the sky that unless you are teaching your 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 year old about these things,
The 4-year-olds know though.
they don't like, but they don't know, but they wouldn't know. Like their brain isn't thinking dirty. You're thinking dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You're thinking
I'm always
dirty.
thinking
So
dirty.
yeah. So when something happens, you go like, for example, I just remember this with Shrek all the time when they're going through the princesses and they go, "Oh, she's hot,"
Mm-hmm.
and she's like, "Oh, she's really hot."
And then he like lifts the covers.
Right, lifts the covers, right? And oh my God, did he just get a little? They don't know.
Right.
Usually, a 6-year-old that hasn't even hit puberty, so they don't even know what a. They just know what pee comes out of it. They don't know about anything else.
Right.
So sometimes I feel like we do this blanket for the world, like, oh, I don't want my babies to see this. They don't get it
Mm-hmm.
unless you're home teaching them. Like at 4, this is where you do. This is where daddy puts blah 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 into mommy, or mommy into mommy, or daddy into dad. They don't know that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I knew that stuff. Did you even know that? You don't know that stuff. Except that you know that mom and dad sleep in bed. That's all you like. That's the only thing I think your brain goes,
I think that like what I thought sex was like just when you sleep naked together.
right. You want to know the truth? I think I've said it on the podcast. When I was real little, I used to pee and it used to make bubbles where, when you pee kind of hard, and they'd make a shadow on in the toilet. And I thought those were the babies because I thought you peed in a girl. I didn't know there was something else that came out of you. Because even though you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things you don't know.
Your mind just fills things in.
Right. Because you don't know.
Yeah. You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
You don't know what you don't know.
No.
Isn't that true?
Yeah, no. But you don't like. I feel like you don't think about. And the other thing is you don't think about it. Like I always think like sex is like it's like being gay or straight. Like when I watch a movie, I never go, "Oh, this guy must be gay." I just think like this is a movie. What is this character? I think of that guy. I know he's not the real character, but I'm watching the TV show to figure out what's going on in the TV show.
Yeah.
There's never a part of me going, I wonder if he likes to get pegged. Like there's never a moment. Just like when I know, like Brian once said to us about like, oh, a lot of people don't like because I'm gay and and I serve their food, and I'm like, I just want my food right. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how you're doing it, as long as it's
I already
good.
caught the gay, so I'm good.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if he served me, would I catch the straight?
I don't know. But it's just like it's like a moment where you just go,
Mm.
The only thing I don't like is I never get is, and I don't get this, how gay women and gay men hate, 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 not all, but a lot of them, the opposite uh genitals.
Mm.
Like, I never get, like, I never, like, if someone came, a man came out naked right now, I'd be like, oh, you're naked. Like,
Yeah.
I saw you because I have to, my brain has to know you were naked. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to be like, oh, you're fully naked. Oh, bro, what are you doing? And I look away.
Mm-hmm. I probably would too.
Right? No, a girl naked, I almost do the same thing. Oh, you're naked. I gotta look away because that's the way
I'm
I
gonna
was.
look first, but
Well, we all
quick
look. I
yeah.
looked at the guy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at her. So
Just so you guys know, nobody's
no,
here.
you guys can leave now.
And thank you.
Can we have her one more time? Thanks.
Yeah. Turn around.
Go on, go on, go on. Now, is there any clothes on the backside? Turn around. Hold on. Nope, you're fully naked. Okay, thank you. No, no. But I had that moment of like you look and you look away, like
Yeah.
out of respect towards a person, in case they didn't want to see you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if they're gonna stand there and keep talking, I'd be like, bro, I'm gonna look then, because
Yeah.
if you don't care, I don't care.
Yeah.
But if you're like, oh my
Out of
god,
respect for you, like
right, I'm gonna look away.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was a man, same thing.
Yeah.
But I always get weird because, like, gay men, oh, vaginas, oh, penis. If it's a woman, I go, okay, guys, like, there's no reason to hate. I understand it doesn't turn you on, and I understand you don't want it. But I always go, most sex toys look like a penis, and and what you're doing with your hands and doing all this stuff, it's the same the other way. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see why we have to be so dramatic about it.
Yeah.
Because I always think if you're a guy, and
I like
you're,
to joke about it, but I'm not like
yeah, yeah.
I won't see a penis be like, what? Like, I want to actually like throw up, you know?
Just be like, there it is.
Yep.
There it is. That's an impressive one. Good job, bro.
Soft, huh?
Please say you're a grower.
Yeah.
Please tell me you're a shower and doesn't get any bigger, because I'm just gonna leave.
Well, mine's pretty big, so. But yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Like, I just like if you're just gonna, I don't know.
I just
I
get
just feel
like,
the same way.
I don't know. I just think a lot, and I know culture. Everyone hates us anyway when I say this, but I feel like sometimes we all as a society want to be so different that we're trying to be so different that we're kind of losing the fact of, oh my god, can I just tell you, I watch a
Squirrel.
TikTok. Yes, I watched 2 TikToks in a row, which instantly I was yelling at because the algorithm. I was like, please don't, please. You know when you watch something and you're like, then you switch it, and it's kind of the same thing, and you're going, please don't be a new algorithm. Please don't be. I watched a video of a woman cleaning her indoor kitty litter and how she cleans it. And I was
What
like,
do you
this,
mean her indoor kitty litter opposed to her outdoor?
yeah, because if you will listen to the next video, you want to shoot yourself.
Okay.
So she does a video. She goes, this is my indoor kitty litter. And so she first of all takes the kitty litter scooper and she scoops the kitty litter chunks.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, and then she finds all the chunks she buries. I'm like, oh, right? And she goes, and then I freeze dry it and then put it in a bag. I mean, this is all like official. Like, this is real shit.
Why
I
are we
thought
freeze drying?
because it makes the poop harder and solid, and then she puts it into a bag to throw into another recycling thing to be taken away. And I'm like, wow.
Just throw it away, bitch.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but I think it might because she instantly freeze dries it for like a few minutes. It keeps the smell down, so she doesn't have to keep throwing out a bigger thing because it's like a cooler type of thing she puts it in, which is already gross to me. We've already gone too far, right? But this is the one that really gets me. When she's all done cleaning the clumps and bumps of the whole thing, she turns on a black light UV light to find where all the bacteria is growing so she can scoop that out. As she shows, I will send you this.
I don't want you to.
And I was like, this is real. Like my brain went to, this is a haha funny, to this is real. She's really showing how this, and she's 22, 23. Like, she's a grown ass woman. Like we're not talking about like a high school kid, grown ass woman.
Okay.
So I go, okay, this was a lot. And she kept going, but I said this a lot.
Did you read the comments?
No.
Okay. Send me the video so I can read the comments. Because some videos,
yes,
you're like, I need the comments.
I get it, but it was a lot for me.
She said, please don't send that to me.
It was a lot for me. It was a lot that a grown woman did this.
Okay.
Okay? Especially the UV light, because once it showed all like the yellow and the white, and I was like, why is it yellow and white? Like, what else is in there? And she's like, but bacteria grows. And she talked about how being, I'm like, I guess she's being clean about it. So I guess it's positive. Like, I don't even know how to feel about this. Besides that,
she's only using that freeze dryer for the shit,
poop.
Right?
Yeah, for the poop.
Nothing else in her house?
No, I don't think so.
I hope not.
I hope not. I don't know this.
You can eat everybody.
There could be a beer next to this fucking thing. I don't know. I'm already skeeved out. Like I have to admit something. I said to myself, if my kids ever lived this way, I don't think I could go over their house. Like if I'm not being, because I know you're my niece, but if you live this way, like you had a corner of your house like she does, because it's a big area. It's not a little area. It can't be. It's like it looks like a closet that was kind of like all the doors were taken off, kind of, but it was a little deeper, but maybe like a pantry looking type of thing. And I was like, no, I'd be like, I can't go. Like that's gross. Like I respect that's how you're going to live. I don't want to go over. That's how I would be. Probably you in your house, probably do your corner of your basement. I know, but I'm talking about like an area so you can kind of have it in your mind. And I was like, why would you want it that big? It's so much to clean. And I was like, well, maybe that's why, so she can do so many piles, like so many. It's just like, and then I had so many more questions. Like, is this a week? Is this like after a day? Like, what is this?
Because she's worried about the bacteria growing.
Yeah. So I'm like, all skeeved out. So I go, I can't take this. So I swipe up.
Yeah.
The next one got 5 times worse.
No.
I swear it's the same girl. It's hard to tell because the first girl had colored hair, but it was a whole different colored hair, which doesn't mean it was another day or something or another month. A girl talks about when she has company over, she makes people go to bathroom in her yard. Then you get a trowel and you get a bag and you have to dig a hole and then you have to pee and poop in the hole. And then you can only use this paper she gives you, and then you put it into the thing, you put water on it, put a little dirt, and then you put a little plant on it. And I'm like, what the flying? And then that does that garden, and then she goes to another area. There's like 4 areas in her yard. She rotates. And I'm like, you rotate this? Oh, no, lime. She puts a little lime on it, a little lime, so it doesn't smell that bad. Not a lot.
So an animal doesn't get it.
Yeah, it was like a little lime on it. And I was like, and then some type of plant or some fucking thing on it. Oh, no, it was a flag. But it had a plant on it. Like one of those, like it was plastic. That was it. I was trying to figure out, I'm like, it wasn't a plant. But you put a flag so you don't dig in that again. I was like, I'd be not going over that person's house. Can you imagine?
No.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
No.
I can because I swim in Papa's ball water. No, seriously. I was like, no, I don't think I can. Like I'd be, as soon as I was like, I saw you, where's your bathroom? And they gave me it's like a little baggie that has has everything you need and a trowel. And they're like, you can do right there in that corner right there. I'll be like,
okay, that's great. I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be peeing in your yard or taking a dump in your yard.
I kept thinking, like, don't you have neighbors? Like, how are you so what?
How many people have done it?
Yes. Well, there was tons of flags, way more flags than I wanted, but it could have
doing
been all hers. Or
okay,
hers.
so she does it too.
Yeah. Oh, everyone does it. Everyone who comes to our house.
Why are we against the toilet?
I don't know. It never was said. Like there's so many, like, because this was the second video that I had to see. I prayed to all the Facebook, like, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I was tricked. Like, I was tricked. The first one, I was like, this is a joke. I thought it was a parody. I thought it was like, wouldn't it be funny if you had a kid? When it was real. And I was like, oh shit. When she put in the instant freezer thing, I was like, oh shit, this is real. Like, this, like, I thought this was haha funny. And then she takes the UV, and I was like, oh shit, this is real. But when I did the second one, I'm like, this shit's real too. Like, these people are badass crazy. Like, I am not shitting. Like, what is what is wrong with having a toilet? Like, how does that ruin our environment? It's just
How is that not ruining the environment?
like, no, but it's the exact same thing. Like, shitting in a hole and shitting in a hole, because basically it goes to a sewage that gets chemically broken down.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they do it. Or it goes into a septic tank that gets naturally by bacteria and stuff and then put into the ground, which you're doing anyway. So what is the difference? What is the difference? I
guess you don't have to clean the toilet ever.
No. The
Do you
little
run out
flags
of
got me.
room?
The little flags, because she goes, I rotate it.
But how do you know, like, when that time's up? Like, how long does it take for your shit to...
See, we're going down rabbit holes. You're talking about a little video that
Well, there's no rabbit holes in our house.
The shitty ones.
Yeah.
Can you?
No.
And then I had the question was, does that still work when you pee? Do you still have to put the little flag? Because peeing is like, wet. It's just wet. Like, it's just, the ground absorbs it.
Yeah.
Like, do you have to dig the hole? Or do you get that because you're a guest? Do you get that when you're a guest there? Like the trowel and where, I'm like, this is just there's too many, like, gross. Why is someone living like this? Why,
how do they have people to come over?
Why? Yeah, and who? Okay, so I know a lot of your friends. I don't know all your friends. Oh God,
no, she didn't say anything. But
I know a lot of your friends, right?
Yeah.
I love all of you guys to pieces. I've met.
Can you imagine me handing that to Sam?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see Sam, Joey. I don't see Veda. I don't see any of your friends, and Brian's husband. I've known you guys all for a while, but I can't see any of you guys having a moment.
Javi's from a third world country, and he has a toilet.
That says a lot.
Right.
Like, I just say to myself, and none of these people look like they live poor. They look like they have a very nice house. Again, in the video that you see. Yeah. And she has a nice big yard. So it's not like she lives in a little...
I can see that being like a funny thing on TV, but this is a real life thing.
See, I kept thinking, these are funny parodies. Yeah. Because the whole kitty litter, the whole turtle, like, this is going to be funny. And then she explains, like, the little bit of line, so you don't... She goes in such detail. I'm like, okay, you're not being funny anymore. Like, you're being so dry that it's not funny anymore. Like, but I don't think it was. I really don't. I
gotta read the comments on this thing.
There's two of them. I'll try to find them when we're off. When we get off, I'll find them.
When we get off,
and I'll
find them.
I
usually find it before.
I'll send them to Ashley too, so she can enjoy them. But when she turns on the UV light, I'm like, I'm done.
I don't want to watch it. I just want to read the comments.
Well, maybe I want you to watch it because there's a piece of me.
I got enough of a visual.
Yeah, it's really it bothered me. It was like,
thanks so much for to bother you that you had to bring it up.
Yeah, of course. I got to share the botherness.
The bottoms. Share your bottom. And I've always said that.
So here's my thing. I don't remember what she had toilet paper or something. But what happens? But I remember she gives you like a kit, if you will. I swear.
You always said you had to watch him.
She's like, "Oh, is this about corn? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!"
You gotta somehow make it like a different cover so that way she clicks on it.
She'll kill me.
I know. You're so annoying.
It's so annoying. But yeah. But my question is, she gives you like a little kit. Like she's like, I hand everyone this. What happens if you don't have enough toilet? Like can you imagine trying to do that? She's like, oh, I'm sorry, you're not done yet. You're like, no, not done yet.
What if you don't dig enough hole?
That's far enough. It's a trowel. She doesn't give you a shovel. You know what a trowel is, right? It's that spade little thing with the handle.
Okay, yeah.
You know, it's called trowel. And so, can you imagine just being like, did I dig far enough? No, I know you. Okay. Can you not see me?
No, you know me. I would just fucking walk away. Like I'd be like, I can hold it. I'd shit my pants before I shit in this girl's lawn. Like, what are you doing with my shit?
Please.
Like,
I'm walking to her bathroom.
I would go to the bathroom.
I'm like, bitch, I'm going to the bathroom. We don't allow that. Too bad.
The water shut off. Sounds like a you problem.
I'll shit her in a goddamn sink. That's what I'm saying. Like,
watch out, bitch. I just said that's it. I'm not opening any links from Niles ever again. Her new neighbors being like, wow, she must have a really large dog.
I think that dog has colitis because the blood is there.
Oh my god. All right, we gotta go. I'm not done.
Can't wait, Ashley.
There's a dog shit in your yard? Nope, that's my friends.